Hello, hello. What is up, everybody? This is Big Zess here, and I am back with another video. We are continuing with our Returning to Once Human series. This is going to be part 13. I mistakenly stated in my last video that it was 11. That was actually part 12. So now this is part 13, and in today's video, we are simply just going to be doing whatever type of content to a series of content, lots of hard mode and pro mode, silos and monoliths. We're just doing whatever we can to get as much Stardust source as possible. Most of my gear is already completely upgraded, but I am also interested in experimenting with other builds. So we're going to be farming mods, we're going to be farming Stardust, we're going to be farming any and everything that we can to be able to upgrade and create different builds to experiment with. I am up here right now because very recently I learned that there is a new melee animation that was added to the game, and I think it was part of the I forget what it's called, but it's the scenario where the gravity is really light. I can't remember what it was called, but regardless, we now have aerial melee attacks in the game. So what you do, you don't necessarily have to have your melee weapon out. You just jump up in the air, hold melee, and now you can strike down at a certain target. I find that to be extremely awesome. You know, to just be able to literally jump at any height. Seemingly, I've done a lot of experimentation with this. It seems that you can jump from literally almost any height, and you don't take any fall damage. So, different weapons also have different animations, and I think the sword is the coolest out of them all. Let me go back up here, show you guys what that looks like. You literally do like a spinning attack to go down, and all of the melee attacks, when you're doing an aerial strike, it's considered a heavy attack. And so the melee weapons that have bonuses from melee attacks, or heavy attacks I should rather say, are probably the best weapons to use when doing aerial strikes. So the long axe, obviously, is going to be the king, in my opinion. But for style points, hands down, the Masumane samurai sword. So let's go ahead and put this back on. And we are going to do... Let's go ahead and collect all of these. Oh, there's some new commissions. We can do that for sure. We can do that. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Not from a planter box. We can... Maybe this one might be the easiest one to do. Okay, I just have to probably get a bunch of meat somehow to get 20 dishes. Alright, but we can do the power cycle. done. Okay, 800 rounds of assault rifle and 200 rounds of pistol. That'll be easy. And then the camera. Okay. And we will do the Mirage monolith because they drop a lot of electronic parts and obviously my favorite, Fortress Warfare mods. So we will go there once this is done. Yeah, it's done already. Nice. Okay. We're going to start it off with some hard mode. Is this hard mode? Yeah. I earlier started I assumingly I thought it was a hard mode, but it was actually pro. phase finally done. Oh, I missed one. That's why. I'm like, why is this doing it? I really hate this attack. I wish the superior armor that I get from Fortress Warfare stopped that. What I'm gonna do here is speed this up. I'm gonna snipe this out. Alright, back. Alright, finally. Took a lot longer than expected. 7 minutes. I know some folks who probably kill Arachnum or Arachasm on hard mode in like 30 to 40 seconds. Again, my build is not. It's not high DPS. It's really just about not dying. And it does that very well. Oh no, I might almost die here. Let me drop the jelly right here. In promo, they do a lot more damage. It's okay. Dang it. I dodge and I still get pulled. Come on. Gotta be. Oh, the glitch. It worked. The super armor worked. All right. Noted. I should have done that. Right here. Shield was enough. First phase is finally over. Open the perch now. I have a lot more health now. And it's so cheap. I know what you did back there. You probably put down, yeah, trying to hide it from me. starting to lose durability. super armor work. Every single one of these is built their ability now. Sneaky with that one. He's almost dead. Please. Got it with the axe. He ran right through it. Wow. That took way too long. I think, what was that like? We were probably well over 20 minutes. So this is why I said in my last video, like, I can do pro mode, okay? I could do it, as you guys can see. But it takes forever, right? We got unlucky in one interaction where they actually overpowered me and I died. But for the most part, you play your cards right with this build and you just don't die because there's just too much healing. So this is why I love this build, because I just do not have a high DPS build that is super viable. But that's what this video is about today. We are trying to gather all the resources and the mods and all those types of things to be able to make a super OP build. Yeah, 21 minutes. My goodness. Obviously, you don't have to solo these things, but with this build, if you want to, you can, all right? You don't need to have the most OP build to be able to solo stuff. The Basil set, I think, yeah, everything is really low durability. I'm surprised that these didn't break. And if these broke while I was in there, I would have been screwed, because this is as you see here, this is what makes me heal so much. Every time that I proc Fortress Warfare, it gives me 2.5% health per second. And then when my health is below 50%, it actually doubles to 5% health per second. So without this, I would have been screwed. I would have had to rely on the Fortress Warfare from my main gun alone, which recovers 4% of my health per second. But again, the cooldown of this Fortress Warfare is like 15 seconds. If I had to rely on that alone, I would have been screwed. So I usually switch between the Fortress Warfares of my axe and the gun. And no matter what type of Fortress Warfare procs, it's always healing me because of the boots. So we obviously have to go back to Eternal Land. To repair everything. All right, everything should be repaired now. And before I leave, got it this one time. Nice. Yeah, the axe is just the best when it comes to those aerial attacks, because not only does it does the most damage, the area of effect, it hits multiple enemies all at once, and it's just an amazing ground slam. But I'll do the samurai sword too. See what that's like. Not as much area effect, but style points for sure. Let's go ahead and leave now. I want to try the curry curry. I haven't tried this one. Same thing as a masamane. And then crowbar. What's that about? Yeah, just a single ground pound. So I did try all the other melee weapons off stream. Another really good one to use would be what's it called? I think it's the. Let me go back to Eternal Land, because I made all the weapons in the Eternal Land. Another really good one to use would be this one, the Frozen Northern Pike. Yeah. And the reason why this one's so good is because not only do you get a decent area, splash damage, but its special effect, it procs of Fortress Vortex. Yeah, like that. Dang it. Now I'm glitched. I can't swing. Sometimes it gets glitched like this. go. Now I can swing again. Yeah. Frost vortex. Okay, I think this one just glitches every time. Never mind. That's really bad. I take that back. This one's not very good if it's gonna get you glitched every time. Okay, maybe not every time. Yeah, that frost vortex is really nice. Let's see. So impacts and heavy attacks will freeze the primary target. Requires 2 hits for players for PvP, and generate a frost vortex. This can be triggered once every 4 seconds. Attacking a target with frost vortex will recover 5% of lost HP, but consumes an additional 2 stamina. While held in hand, reduces temperature by 5 degrees, and hitting an enemy lowers their temperature by 20 degrees. You know what? This is also probably pretty good, for healing if you need to get some HP. I'm gonna just try to jump off here normally to see if I'll actually lose some HP. No, I don't take fall damage in Eternal Land. I don't think so. But I should definitely try to make a frozen northern pike and see if it is. Well, yeah. If I need to heal, I'll have to experiment. I'll have to experiment. Well, first I have to go fish for one. And I think the easiest place to fish for one was I think it's Mayor's Market. I need fish anyway, so that way I can cook the 20 dishes. So for the mission. I need to put some gas in this thing. Alright. So we'll just catch whatever we can. But it'd be nice to get a northern pike. I messed that up. I got a northern pike on the first try. I messed it up. Just wanted to turn off the HUD, make it a little bit more cinematic here. We're just chilling. I used to fish a lot back in the day. And I think it's because the animal taming update, when it first released, it was quite, I'm not going to say buggy, but it was quite not as polished as it is now. And one of the main animals that I wanted to tame and like to tame were bears. And the bears, they love fish. But again, back then, you know, the animals, they ate so much, you know, and that's why I had to fish so much to keep up with their appetite. Because they'll probably go through like 20 fish in like 2 hours. It was crazy. That's probably an exaggeration, but you had to fish a lot to keep those bears fed. That's my point. And the same thing with the like wolves or the leopards. They just ate through any kind of meat that you put in there. They're carnivores. So deer meat, pig meat, any kind of animal you put in the trough, they'll eat it. But the bears like berries and fish. And I think if you have captured an animal and you hover over it to look at its information, it'll tell you what it is that they like. So for the herbivores, like the deers and the goats and things of that nature, if you want to capture those, I believe they eat different kind of plants. So it'll be best for you to grow a bunch of stuff in your farm, whatever it is that they like, or find a way to harvest those plants out in the wild. And with the fishes here, you can, if you catch a certain fish that you really like, just for aesthetic reasons, you can put them in a fish tank. Finally, a northern pike. Let's not mess this up. Okay. Got him. Big boy. I don't think I have 20 fish yet. Another northern pike. Nice. I can actually cook you. That'll give me a pretty nice buff. So I think for the northern pikes, if you cook them in a dish, depending on the dish. Oh, that's a really big boy. Yeah, depending on the dish, they actually give you extra durability. And so with us running all these hard mode and pro mode silos and dungeons and things like that, I think it will be very helpful to have extra gear durability. So yeah, I'm going to try to get as many of these northern pikes as I can. so my armor doesn't break when I'm running pro mode. Yeah, I could take a lot of the hits, but if my shoes break, I'm cooked. I am done. But I can probably craft some all-purpose hands as well, but they're very expensive. My most important armor piece is the shoes. And the shoes are usually the ones that are breaking the quickest, the easiest, have the lowest durability. Oh, okay, so this is a really pretty northern pike. I'm gonna put this one in a fish tank. Yeah. Make him a trophy. Look at that. I like how they have all these different activities in this game. It doesn't always have to be constant grinding. You can just relax and fish. Beautiful scenery. Hopefully it's not glitched. Sometimes it gets glitched where you cast and no fish spawns. So you can just pull it back, cast it again. It's usually pretty quick. There you go. They usually are supposed to catch on after like 5-10 seconds. Shouldn't take longer than that. That was immediate. The biggest angelfish I caught yet. Angelfish. Well, let's see. We have 20 fish now. So we need 3 more because I'm going to use one of these for a weapon. So we need 3 more. Or really 4 more because I'm going to put the other one in a display case. We need 4 more fish. Another northern pike, always welcome. Got a little close there to breaking the line. Okay. Going down, 3 more to go. me count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6, 20, 21, 22. Good. Back home. To make the frozen pike, I'm going to need, I believe, 10, not 100, 10 of those. Yeah, so 1 northern pike and 10 ice. Right. And then all of them, let me go upstairs here. Put let's unlock it. There he is. Okay, so let's go downstairs. Let's cook up the rest. So, yes, I will have 5 grilled fishes that give me 100 durability. So the amount of durability that I have right now in my gear, I have 520. So to get an extra 100 would be great. Just make it a little more durable. So let's make those. 50% more durability. Well, that's a lot better than just 100. That's literally gonna... I'll go from 520 to, let's see, quick maths. That'll be 580, and that'll be 780 durability is what I should get. We need to fish a lot more. That's what we need to do. Item weight plus 500%. Nice. That'll be good. 500% more load capacity. That'll be good for Prime Wars when I'm trying to haul. Hold on. So I can't cook. I can't cook these guys. I can't make them grilled fish. Oh, pan fried fish. Okay, I have to make them pan fried fish. For the other ones. I think that's all of them. Did I finish the... Hold on. Okay, I need 2 more. But I made 20 dishes of fish, no? Oh, wait. Probably one of these pan fishes actually took more than 1 fish, because some of the fish, they're smaller. That might take more than 1. Okay, that's fine. I can also fish pretty much right outside my base. Well, no, it all says 1. Maybe it was a grilled fish. Did I get mackerels? I don't think so. Probably these. Yeah, I got these, and it took 2 of them. Okay, that's fine. Let's put all these in a refrigerator. We will take one of these with us, because we're definitely gonna run another silo, at least 1 more, before this video's over. And I think I can stack the effect with one of these. I'll just take a couple of these. My character's really hungry right now. Let's see if we can catch something in the water over here. You sure can. It's more the largemouths. So that's good, knowing that I can actually get them right at my base. Because these are the ones that give me 50% of the durability. But I need 2 of these, I believe. These might all be smaller fish because it's just a pond. Yeah, they're all smaller fish, so they might be involved in dishes that are going to require multiple of them. But if I probably go the pan fish route instead of the grilled fish, I might be able to... Oh, dang it. I'm talking too much. I'm not paying attention. But I might be able to just use 1 instead of 2 or 5, 10. So I'll see the difference. All right, I'm going to catch maybe 1 or 2 more just to be safe. Because again, we already know for large mouth bass, that's going to take at least 2. There's a Prime War starting. I'd like to go to that. Let's finish this first. Yeah. If I do pan fried fish, oh, this one only does load boost. I thought it. Oh, okay. So if I cook them with as a grilled, they give me 50% durability. But if I do panned, then they only do load boost. So we're gonna go the grilled route, okay? And then we're going to also do pan fried fish. And that should be, there you go. That's the commissions there. So all my commissions are done. I'll put you guys away in storage for now. Fortress Warfare Pro mod. Nice. Fortress Warfare. Okay. And about this Crime War. Okay, got all that. Should be ready to go. Probably don't need 1,000. Probably just need 40. And then the log, same thing. Probably like, oh no, the other way around. And let's get all the biomissiles. We have featherweight. Oh, I thought they started it. Okay, it's not started then. Or maybe this is an old, yeah, it's probably an old message. Got my hopes up. Did all that for nothing. But anyway, it's back. Okay. Oh, we definitely need some more ammo. That's not gonna cut it. Alright, 13,000. No, let's get a little bit more. These pro mode silos are draining me. Yeah, 21,000. That's enough. And let's cook up some more. Okay, so next boss. I've been thinking about doing a burn build. This might be a good one to farm. Then there's the electrical builds with that new electric crossbow. Bounce. And shrapnel. So the Forsaken Giant, he just drops everything. Or weapons, that is. Let's just do the Forsaken Giant then.
I hope I'm mistaken.
Okay, so let's do for the first run. And let's eat our durability food. Watch this. There we go. Quicker. Oh, I only got a purple mod this time. Pro mode. My gear got really touched. Last run. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot more damage. We're definitely doing promo now. So I just can't kill him, or what? Go ahead and with that. me. I'm just gonna break my knees. Got bandages. Okay, can you stop? Really, really hope that that pistol that I just got has rapid shot style on it. That would be amazing. With weak spot. Or I don't really care. Just rapid shot style. I don't care what else it has on it. Substats. Thank God. Alright, we have elementals. But again, I don't care. Rapid shot style. We got it, baby. Now we can finally put rapid shot style on our wildfire. We can change it later. Okay, so let's deconstruct all of these guns. Oh wait, not all. No. Did not want to do that. Just those. Okay, and now we can calibrate, hopefully. rapid shot style. So we have 2 rapid shot styles. I'll take the one with the lower elemental damage. Maybe I want to use the higher one later. So I will keep it. And what do we have here? That's useless. We already have one of these. Alright, nothing that I would actually need. I'll take the extra Stardust source. Now it should have a lot more ammo. Or, well, not a lot, but I mean 22. But it should be a lot faster. There we go. That's what this gun is for. Get the bullseye on them, and let's just someone else. So now that that is a thing, we need to really prioritize stability, and accuracy is still important, but stability is going to be more important now instead of range. I think, yeah, this is going to be the best one to give me the best balance of accuracy and stability. We could go even further to, but we're going to lose ammo if we don't want to lose ammo. That's good enough. What is that? 25 meters? I can consistently hit on target. All we care about is just tagging the enemies so we can switch to something else. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it a night here. We finally got a rapid shot style. We got, before we get off, see what type of mods we get. Okay. That away. Okay, we got plenty of mods now. When it comes to the mods, what I'm really looking for now, I have quite a few that are upgraded, as you guys can see, but what I'm really looking for, or what I would really love to have, I should rather say, is either durable territory fortress warfare or durable territory precision. And the stats that I'm looking for is damage to great ones, weapon damage, damage while in warfare, fortress warfare state, and damage to normal enemies. If I can get all those 4 attributes, all at the same time. That will be awesome. Also, if I can get, instead of damage to normal enemies or damage to great ones, because when it comes to great ones, honestly, those are like, depending on the boss, some are categorized as great ones, some are categorized as elite enemies. It's weird in this game. But regardless, instead of having damage towards great ones, I would also take magazine capacity. Like I have on this one here. So this one is what I have equipped to my M416. So that way I can have extra ammo. So the perfect mod, durable territory mod for my M416 would be either damage while in Fortress Warfare or just weapon damage, damage against normal enemies, magazine capacity, and possibly damage while in Fortress Warfare state. So if I get weapon damage, damage to normal enemies, magazine capacity, and damage while in Fortress Warfare state, that would be the perfect mod for my M416. And try to get those tiers as high as possible. I haven't dabbled with this as much as I should, but there's plenty of mods now. I mean, now that I have so many mods, I can just try to fiddle around with this now. So yeah, we're not going to use this. We have to unlock it. We're not going to use this. Not going to use that. Not going to use that. Okay, let's see what we get. Normal, weak spot, reload speed. No, thank you. This one's pretty good. Pretty good. Don't have magazine capacity, but this is good. Because if we can get a really good weak spot, and we can get this maxed out, and we can get this well, maybe not maxed, but pretty high, that will give us a really good balance. Let me see what that mod that I just made. Where's it at? Yeah, it's this one. Let's see what we get here. I get it. Awesome. Okay. Nice. No. Okay. This is pretty good. It's not the best, but this is really good. 2 golds. That's fantastic. So this is the one that I have on my autumn equinox right now. So if I switch over to this, I think that'll be pretty good. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. You may be thinking, like, why do you want normal enemy damage? And the reason why I want normal enemy damage is because I primarily use this build, or I think this build really excels at clearing trash mobs. Its DPS against a boss is not all that great, and I kind of don't really want to. I want to try to build a different, some other kind of build to take on bosses. But this build really shines when I'm clearing trash, and a lot of them. Well, let's see how much more weak spot damage we can do now. Okay, I was hitting like 5k. And let's actually put on my DPS set. This is my setup where I am attempting to do as much DPS as possible. Let me just make sure. So that's Wildland Fortress Warfare 8. Yeah, so this is a really good mod. It says weak spot damage while in Fortress Warfare State plus 12%. And then also 6.4% weapon damage. This is a really good, but it's dependent upon Fortress Warfare. So. And then this one for the 12% magazine capacity. It's amazing. Damage-wise, this would be better, though. The magazine capacity is what's really awesome. This would be really good, too. It's got more weak spot. Let's try to go for this one that has the maximum weak spot for this test. Also, maximum weak spot on this one. That has weapon damage. That has weak spot damage. And damage against normal enemies. With this one. And let's just go for a weak spot mod here. Let's try upgrading this one. get that damage to normal enemies max. It didn't do all that well. But let's try it anyway. Alright, about 40k DPS. Almost 50k. So that's almost doubling my damage. But again, this build, it's just not really a DPS build. But if I try to make it, build it in a way for DPS, I mean, it can do decent. But it just does way better as a crowd controlling, trash clearing type style. Let's change up the mods here just a little bit. We'll keep that one. Yeah, both of those. Okay, we have that already. This gives a weak spot. That's pretty good. And this one's fine. So I'm losing 6 bullets. All right, so I'm about 15k DPS off. I was around 26 or 27k DPS with the other precision mod. Let me go back. So that gives me a little bit more. And it's 32k. Let's go back one more time. Make the test fair. There we go. It's just a slight boost in DPS. Let me start paying attention to the actual total damage number instead of the DPS number. So I'm gonna do Mark, Steel Stake, and Mag Dump. I do not think my Bastille State or my Fortress Warfare actually procced. I didn't see the icon come up. Hold on. Maybe I got to do this. I can't do Fortress Warfare and Bastille at the same time. something's not working. Maybe it's a dog in the way. Bye. This is just odd. Alright, we're just gonna do it standing up then. Yeah, that is just so weird. 40k DPS standing up and 380,000 total. $316,000 total while in Bastille state. And my Fortress Warfare is not proccing. Interesting. Now that makes me want to build a Renegade set. Okay, this video is getting way too long. So, thank you guys for watching. And like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to know that I'm uploading more videos. Until next time, guys, stay safe out there, and peace.